feeling fine and all that good shit. It's definitely a little bit of reality setting in. I do not have gainful employment as of yet, but I will soon. I did have a good conversation with 2 different places that I think I'll have a job there, but it's like, it's not confirmed yet. So right now, I'm still unemployed, Phil, unfortunately. But we're going to change that. We're going to make it right, and we're going to make it tight. You know what I mean? I had a good conversation with a longtime friend from back in Georgia today, and he gave me some encouraging words, and also a token of, I don't know the word, token of belief, faith, token of faith that he extended to me. Not monetary. Well, it is monetary, but it's more like back-end monetary. I'm not going to get into the details, but anyhow, coming from that particular individual and going with what I've said before as far as like calling people first initial and then dog, J-Dog, you know who you are. He called me and I was like, is this a telemarketer call? Who is this? Is this Google? Or he said Google, whatever. But point being, he, fucking, let's just tell you everything, right? It's real deal feel, right? He basically said, don't worry about our past debt. I'm not good with numbers, but I think it was around $1,000, somewhere in that neighborhood. I can't do words, but meant a lot to me. And I told him, it's not really about the monetary gesture. It's more the fact that he has faith in me and that he sees what I'm doing and that he believes in it. And that means more than any amount of money can do, because I love that dude with all my heart. I know he watched my yesterday's video, but I know he's also not glued to YouTube, so maybe he'll see this one and maybe he won't. But if he does, if you are watching this, man, that was amazing, having that gesture. Because, it just means that he sees the realness in what I'm saying, and he believes in me, and he knows that I do have the potential to do whatever I want to do. And that goes back to the whole thing about leaving the mortgage industry. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was chasing the money. I wasn't chasing happiness. And that's not the way you get happiness. You get happiness by chasing happiness and not money. Yeah. So it feels good to have someone extend a vote of faith like that. So I don't have that weight on me anymore. And even if I did, and like I told him, it's not about the money. I don't mean to repeat myself, but just the fact that he believes in what I'm doing and he sees that I'm turning my shit around, and I am, and it feels amazing being away from the weed and not being cloudy minded. Holy crap. Not to get too in depth, but there was a point when I actually lived with said person, not to get too detail oriented, but he had gotten a bag of that sticky icky and he put it in the cabinet, and he was like, yeah, if you need some, whatever, it's cool. But I ended up like hitting that fucking bag like a lot. I know I did. And I remember every time I hit it, I was like, oh shit, the bag getting less. I'm sorry, dog. I'm sorry, J-Dog. But I just kept fucking smoking, man, because I was in that cloud, dude. And, maybe it's my current situation or whatever. And I know I've said that, nothing against the weed smokers, and I have nothing against weed smokers. If you smoke weed recreationally, it's all good. But I think that it's very easy to become addicted to marijuana, and you just don't realize it. You just don't acknowledge it, It's the same as I've always said. It's like, I'm not addicted to weed. I just like smoking weed. That's all. That's all it is. I ain't addicted to shit. But fuck, I was addicted, man. I was the guy that was an advocate for weed, full and through. I still listen to Bob Marley. I still listen to reggae music. I still, enjoy the spirituality of life and all that good shit. But in my opinion, weed's addictive, But now I'm past that point. I've successfully made it past, as I said yesterday. I've beat the addiction. But now that I have beaten it and I've come outside of the cloud, I can look back at myself when I was smoking and be like, holy fuck, I had a problem. It was a big problem, Fucking my ears a little bit for you guys. But now I've fixed that. And it's no longer a thing. If I smell it now, There's plenty of places. It's definitely different in Florida than it is in Georgia. You smell weed. People smoke weed everywhere. And when I get a whiff of it, I'm like, it smells good, but I'm good. I don't want any. Totally different thing. Totally different thing. And maybe I'll smoke at some point in the future. Who knows? Who cares? But it'll be sparingly. It'll be months down the road. Definitely not now. I'm fully focused on getting my shit together and gaining employment, full-time employment, obviously, which I'm moments away from. I think I should have a lockdown position tomorrow, which I'll follow up on, all that good shit. But it's a totally different ball game, and it feels great. It feels so good. I can feel it down in my plums. I'm going to use that probably every chance that I get. Sorry, I was slightly distracted by a feline specimen that's wearing some tight clothes. Hey girl, where you going? I still have primal instincts, you know? That's the thing, is like, I always thought that, like, if I wasn't smoking weed, I wasn't living. Like, straight up, that's how I thought. If I'm not smoking weed, I'm not living. And that's a problem. And you may not think about it like that, but if you smoke weed all the time and you're always getting a bag for whatever occasion, you're going to the movie, you gotta smoke, you're going to eat, you gotta smoke, going to the beach, you gotta smoke, you gotta smoke, you gotta smoke. That's a problem. That's a fucking problem. I don't care what you say. Comment below, give me your bullshit. I don't care what you say, it's a fucking problem. You need to be able to enjoy life sober. And then if you want to dance with the Lord's lettuce or the devil's lettuce, whatever you want to call it, in occasions, then that's fine. But you need to be able to separate that from full-on involvement in your life. You know, if you're fucking smoking all the time and it's just all day, every day, that's a fucking problem. And I hope I can reach through to one or two viewers here and there with this message. If that's what you're doing right now, I'm telling you, man, on the other side of the fence, it does get better. And I know I mentioned it before, but just sitting outside and looking at the birds fly and all that shit, man, I used to always think the best way to enjoy nature was being high, but it's not, man. Full on sober, get a good workout in, go out and just watch the sunset wherever you are. It doesn't have to be the beach, doesn't have to be the ocean. You know what I mean? Just watch nature. Just enjoy nature in a sober mind state with your endorphins that come naturally from working out. Maybe some music. I mean, there's nothing that measures up to it. I don't really have a point for this message this day. Day 30 is tomorrow, so that's pretty cool. And really, it's just tracking the days. You know, I'm gonna keep not smoking weed. I don't want it anymore. It's just a total different ball game. And again, I know I'm beating shit, you know, or beating a dead horse or whatever. But the old me would be like, never not smoking weed. I ain't never gonna quit weed, because weed is the best thing in the world. But it's not. It's not. It's like dessert. Dessert's really good. But if you fucking eat dessert every goddamn day, then you're gonna be obese as fuck. And that's a problem, you know? But if you occasionally go out for dinner every few weeks and you have a nice dessert, then that's not a problem. That's not a big deal. But if you wake up in the morning and have dessert, and you fucking have dessert at lunch and before you go to bed and shit, that's a fucking problem. I know they're different things, but there is a similarity. Point being, comment below if you have anything to say about this. I love the engagement. Please subscribe, all that good jazz. And that's it. It's probably a long video, but whatever. One love.